Okay, I'm putting my feet up. This is going to be a long video. Yep, we're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff because Apple had a little press conference today where Tim Cook, the CEO, not a very important guy, I don't think, in the big scheme of things, came out and spoke about a few things, including the Apple Watch and the Apple TV, but then he kind of got into this other thing about their new phone. Apparently they make phones. Well, there's 3 models coming out here, and we've got a whole lot of information, so I'd like you to bear with me. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. You could go ahead now and click the subscribe button, and click that little notification bell as well, as we're here all the time with all sorts of interesting market news. But today, in this video, we're going to focus on the Apple iPhone 8 and nothing else. So the Apple iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus are going to come in 64 gig, 256 gig options. They start at $699 and $799 respectively. Now they've got a glass front and back finish with an aluminum band with a finished color of silver, space gray, or gold as your options. Gold is one of the new options Apple's offering. A 4.7-inch display on the iPhone 8 and a 5.5-inch display on the 8 Plus. Both have upgraded Retina displays, color-enhancing True Tone technology. See, inside the phone, though, they've got the A11 Bionic chip with 6-core CPU. That's 2 high-speed cores. 4 of them are doing about 70% of what the previous phone already was able to do, the A10 chip, but this A11 chip has really souped things up. So the first GPU ever made by Apple is going to be incorporated in these phones. It's using the Metal 2 graphics framework. So we're going to see how Apple takes a crack at this graphics thing, doing it on their own, because this is a big leap here going into this phone. But Apple's probably done enough research and development to have probably made the decision that this is the right go-ahead. They can't really keep worrying about suppliers all the time. Too many suppliers seem to be getting in the way of things. We're going to find that out near the end of this video. It's also going to have wireless charging. Now, we're going to move on to the big heavyweight in this story, the iPhone X. Now it comes in 64 gig and 256 gig options, and it starts at $999 US, which makes the 256 gig option almost surely to be about $1,200 or $1,300, which is what the rumors were. Now it's going to have a 5.8-inch display, and bigger is always better. Wireless charging. It's going to have a face-controlled animated emoji program that's going to allow you to make whatever face you want. It's going to turn it into some sort of emoji. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm kind of excited to see how the reviews go for it, to be honest with you. It's going to have Face ID recognition that it had before, but this is going to notice you if you're wearing a hat, you're wearing sunglasses, you've got makeup on because you're playing Annie in a play, but it won't be tricked apparently. Apparently this is not going to be tricked if someone holds up a photograph of you or a really good stenciling of you, or you in claymation. That is not going to trigger your phone to unlock for them. There's going to be an HDR display on this phone. Now, a Super Retina display has been added, they say, for the OLED issues that tend to crop up on OLED phones. So you tend to get a little bit of stuff on Samsung phones where you touch it. Things don't work all the time. So apparently this Super Retina display is supposed to kind of tamper the OLED issues that can crop up. We will see what and if any of that actually plays out to be anything. And it's the same thing with like the Face ID thing. Like, who's to say, will it really recognize me without my glasses on? Has anyone even seen me without glasses on? Now, the big thing at the end of this whole thing is between all 3 of these phones, which sound excellent. I mean, I'm not an Apple guy, but I want one. I mean, don't you? I want one just because Apple dominates. I'd like to just see it and see it for what it's worth, and try all the stuff, because Tim Cook's been doing an excellent job since taking over from Steve Jobs, taking over a pretty big role in a pretty crucial time in that company's history, and really has taken this company to the next level. There's no question about it. The innovation maybe isn't as predominant as it was when there was all of a sudden an iPod, all of a sudden an iPhone. But what they're doing is still, they're moving in the right direction. Always a great run company. But the shipping for these phones isn't going to be till November 3rd. The pre-orders don't start till October 27th. So all these rumors, everything I've been talking about in regards to pushbacks because of these OLED screens, because their only supplier is Samsung, all that stuff is exactly the truth. Because there's no way that this watch, there's no way that the TV are able to be pre-ordered on Friday and picked up on the 22nd of September. And this is pushed back till November. They say shipping is the 3rd. What does that mean? You get it the 6th, the 8th? What does that really mean? Right? We know it's being pushed back. We know they've made a deal with LG. These phones sound fantastic. But at the end of the day, I think this phone was probably supposed to be on the market a little sooner than this. I think the actual infrastructure for the phone has been put together for a while. I think the phone has been ready to go. But the problem has been everybody that's got their hand in the basket of the iPhone, which is maybe why we've seen them go in-house for the GPU. Everybody that's got their hand in it is adding to the delay more than they're helping it out. Because I think Apple's actually been ready to go. I don't think they would have been having this press conference today had they not been just chomping at the bit to get the watch and the TV out there to just say, look, this is ready. Like, we were waiting for the phone to give you this, but man, this phone, this LED thing, we've got this under control now with LG. Trust us, in the future, Apple's not probably going to let this happen. You're going to see them push for that market share. They sit 3rd in worldwide sales in smartphones. You're going to see them push for that market share off of this. But this sounds like it was a great reveal. The watches are doing great. This phone is going to sell like hotcakes, delays or not. Apple's doing a great job under Tim Cook. Stock's up great. Stock was down a little bit at the end of the day today. It was very nominal, but it's on the delays. It was just a confirmation of the delays that people didn't like, but it was just a small amount. I'm Cody with Wall Street Breakdown. Unfortunately, we've got to wait another 2 months, month and 20 days to get ourselves the iPhone 8. But I think we can all hold off. This gives us something to lust for. I want it. I can make it another month and 20 days before I drop dead. I'm sure of it. I need to get myself an iPhone 8X. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button below, click the notifications bell, and I will be back with more financial news every day the market's open.